Hello everybody and welcome to another Rimworld video. And today we are going to be undertaking one of the most difficult challenges in all of Rimworld, and that is surviving on the inhospitable sea ice of the Sharp Toe Expanse. Alright, so I have just chosen our three brave colonists who will be undertaking this monumentous task. Here they drop in. The first thing we're going to do is allow all the resources that we have on the tile, and we're going to go ahead and get our structure built because we need to have a fully enclosed heated room by the end of the first night, or else we will all freeze to death. So we're going for this circular pattern because going in a circle gives you more living space for less resources. So we're gonna go ahead and build that. Next, we're going to have a heater and a power source. The ice sheet does not have very many resources, but one resource it does have is the wind. So, we're going to have that, and a wood-fired generator would be implausible because we've run out of wood very quickly. But yeah, they're going to start building our shelter and our heating, and we need all that to be done before the end of the first night, even before we build beds. Hopefully no more construction will be botched. While they're doing that, I'm going to look around the map for other resources. Some packaged survival meal. There's some Arctic wolf. Okay, so we're going to be able to hunt for food, at least for a little while. Let's go ahead and see how much wildlife we have. One Arctic wolf, one snow hare. Okay, that's enough meat to survive. Possibly when you combine it with the survival meals we have on us, that will be enough for us to make it to the hydroponics base that we will need to make food in this environment. And our room is almost done. We need our heater and our turbine to be built. And then we're going to worry about beds, and then probably right after that get a research bench. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get it out of the way. Research bench, and let's make a stockpile zone within our heated room, and then we'll just see where it goes from there. Alright, so as you can see, we have a fully sealed, fully heated room. We have a stockpile to put our stuff, and now I'm going to see if we can hunt down that Arctic wolf, which may end in catastrophe, but we'll just see how it goes. It has the highest shooting. It's Nicole. Give Nicole the revolver. One Sand, the bolt-action rifle. Of course, Best gets the knife. And we're going to wait for them to sleep while we think of a way we're going to take out this Arctic wolf. It's pretty close to the base. Oh, and there's... Okay, we have our donkey, which we may turn into food if times get desperate. Let's see, we have a little coastal area, some packaged survival meals that are deteriorating, some steel. We have one snow hare, so we have a couple things to hunt. I'm going to go ahead and deconstruct that ship chunk, and I think I'm going to build a stockpile zone outside in the cold where we can keep our food and it will be frozen, and then we will eventually turn this into a refrigerator. I'm actually going to shrink it so that it can fit in a fridge. Alright, so everyone is awake. Well, most people are awake. So I think I'm going to go ahead, send out our best shooter, take out this Arctic fox. Well, actually, I'm going to send out two of them. Actually, let's take the whole colony. Everybody's going to attack this Arctic fox. Alright. So, unify, and then attack. Let's see if this works. That did not work as planned. See, at least Arctic wolf revenge. Okay, they're all going after Best. It's not ideal, but maybe Best could run away. The Arctic fox is giving chase. Let's see, can we get close enough to fire? Alright, now attack. Not you, Best. Retreat. Let's see, can we take him down? Dies in 19 hours. Alright, alright. How is Best doing? Best dies in 10 hours. Okay, not good. And she's being shot at. Okay, Best, I'm going to have you go ahead and get back to the base. One Sand. I mean, you have to fight back. Okay. He's downed. Alright, I'm gonna undraft y'all so that you can start healing. Best is resting, that's good. Alright, so the Arctic Fox is now down. I'm going to build a butcher spot. Production. Butcher spot. Is Best being healed? No? Okay, somebody needs to do that. Prioritize tending to Best while we get the Arctic Fox butchered. Medical emergency. Who's in the middle? Okay, it's Best. Well, obviously. And while that is working, I'm going to spend a little bit of wood on beds. I might regret this later, but I think we're gonna need beds. Alright, just a few. Alright. And we're going to deconstruct the ship chunk. I think we might build a fridge next. Might focus on gathering the materials around the map, make sure we get all the steel. But, we'll see. So, as it turns out, we only have enough wood to make one bed. And I really want to get a horseshoe pin installed. So I'm going to cancel the construction of the bed so we have enough wood to do that. And I really don't want to spend steel on it, because I know we're going to need steel for the batteries and the hydroponics that we're going to make. And I really don't want to spend steel on a table or anything for production, an electric stove, butcher table. Don't want to spend steel on any of that, because I know that later on we're going to regret it. But I'm going to get everyone to gather as much steel from the map as they can. And there is a snow hare, and hopefully the snow hare is less aggressive than that Arctic fox we fought. So I'm going to send all 3 of our colonists out once again to take it down. Hopefully this one will be easier. Okay, is Best injured? Hold up. How is Best injured? There's no way. There's no way. Is Best going to live? 5 hours. Okay. Maybe not a good idea. Okay. Undraft Best. Don't arrest Best. Okay. Undraft. Tend to. Maybe. Or maybe you can. Alright, whatever. Well, hopefully Best survives. I have another snow hare. Just set them to butcher that, because we need all the meat we can get. And they haven't butchered the Arctic fox yet. Medical emergency. Alright, it's Best. Okay. Somebody needs to get Best. Rescue. This really isn't going according to plan. I was hoping there would be less colonists being downed and more research being done, but animal. Okay, how are we going to do this? The donkey and Best is dead. Okay, read more. The snow hare? There's no way. Okay, what skills did we lose? Construction. Okay, so she wasn't highly valuable, and plus we have one less mouth to feed, so our food should last longer. I don't know, I guess that's just the optimistic view. Our horseshoe pen is installed. Best, who was ironically our worst colonist, is buried, and we have finally gotten the meat processed and butchered. And I think our next step is to make a refrigerator. Although we only have steel, we have no wood left, so we're going to be using steel for this project. And I am a little bit scared about using steel, because I know we're going to need a lot of it later. But I think this will be worth it. And I'm going to have a cooler, because obviously we need that for a fridge. And we're going to have to wire it to the turbine. And we'll just see if that works once they build it. The fridge is fully built, and I have finally been able to coax my colonists into researching enough to get batteries, and I have noticed somebody is coming in, a slaver, hopefully going to give us an extra colonist. So who has the highest social? That would be Onisant, or One-San. Alright, Braga. Let's see, how much silver do we have? 800? Okay, so maybe not. Let's see, this one is the cheapest. And we'd still be short a few. Let's see, how much? And we'd still... No, wait. Let's see. If I can... We have 800 silver. And so we need about 400 more. I really don't think we can do it. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do without. I'd really hope we would get another colonist to replace the one we lost, but ultimately, I think we might be better not wasting our money and only having 2 colonists to upkeep. We are down to our last survival meal and moments away from researching the hydroponics that will allow us to grow food. And there is a pod crash on the edge of the map. Let's see, death in 3 hours. I'm not sure if we can really make it to him. Hold up, so we'd have to have a bed for him back in base. So I'm going to go ahead and build a sleeping spot. I'm really not sure we can get to him in time, though. I'm going to send 1 San out to get him, rescue. Let's see, 2 hours left. I'm not even sure that we can make it to him, much less make it back. But yeah, 0.7, 0.6. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. 1 San, you're going to be drafted. Going to try to tend. Can you tend? I don't think we can. Yeah, I think he's done. Yeah, he's out. But we are moments away from researching hydroponics. Well, if they would start researching it. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and get the sun lamp ready. And we are just 13 or so points away. If we can just make it there, I think we've fully won and we can fully survive. Get back to researching. Okay, here we go. All right, almost there. 3, 2. Okay, so we have finally finished hydroponics, and now we can build hydroponics basins, which shouldn't take too long at all. And just as we eat our last survival meal, we have finally made it to hydroponics. We are fully sustainable, we can make our own food, and we can truly survive in this wasteland, especially since we have our own batteries, we have enough power for the sun lamp, and we have a sustainable source of energy. So I think I'm going to call that a major victory, and I think I'm going to end it here. So if you enjoyed this video and want to see it continued, drop a comment. If you like more content like this, you can subscribe to my channel, and there's created playlists you can look at if you'd like to see more videos just like this one. But as always, the best way to support the channel is by watching another video.